Kena kan jadi YB.
Ya.
So borangnya tak ada, mana ada borang.
Mana?
Kan register.
Register online di YB.
So sebenarnya untuk menjadi ahli majlis mesyuarat negara atau yang bertitle yang berhormat ini ada few lah. So contohnya if you are dilantik sebagai ahli majlis mesyuarat diraja atau ahli majlis mesyuarat negara, and the keyword there is dilantik. So you're recognized by our leadership di sana atau recognized. Of course another one is when you're dilantik sebagai menteri, seperti yang kita tahu yang berhormat Datu Tadika Pimpin Tani adalah menteri. Title yang berhormat di sana. If someone wants to be say YB, saya katakanlah mau Mateen ni jadi YB lah.
Mateen juga sama.
Okay, a route that he or she they can take is apply jadi ketua kampung atau penghulu, be very good, dan ia akan jadi perwakilan di zonnya untuk sebagai YB mewakili tempatnya. Okay, macam contoh ada YB Brunei Muara ada 5 orang kalau disilap, YB Temburong seorang, so ia mewakili sana. But that's the route that you have to do. Of course, you're not niatkan menjadi YB, you niatkan jadi ketua kampung atau penghulu. Another one is when you're macam bisa Mbak sendiri kan, saya sendiri dengan beberapa orang YB lain, YB ahli-ahli yang dilantik yang mencapai kecemerlangan in their own areas. What is kecemerlangan? It's up to you to interpret. Adakah menerima anugerah, adakah sudah bergerak secara di masyarakat apa tu? So, you do your best in business, in kemasyarakatan, in pertanian, whatever it is. And hopefully you'll be when the time comes, you'll be there and recognized. So contohnya another YB yang macam YB Karunisa kan, she's good in environment. I think everyone knows her work. And hence the reason why ia di sana tu kan. Another one is kalau ahli majlis mesyuarat negara lantik ni, YB yang bergalar. That's something yang maybe a bit in the future lah. So hence that's the thing. So jangan mengharap untuk jadi YB, I would say, but do your best in the field that you do. You never know in your field tu people recognize you, not because you want imbalan, not because you want recognition, but because of your niat membuat barang itu sebaik-baiknya, membuat sehabis baik. We don't see it as a recognition per se. We see it as a more of a responsibility. If you see it as a recognition, then you're in the wrong field.
Yeah.
If you see it as a responsibility, then I think you can do your job, insyaAllah, proper.
There are a lot of things to talk about ya. Hopefully sampat lah.
Silakan.
Frankly, before harian ni, we've bumped into each other I think once or twice. But this is the first time that we are having this proper conversation lah. Do you think aku ni ambong ke?
Honestly, indah. Honestly, I think you're fun.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, I felt intimidated lah. Macam orang mesti tu Iswandy. Like, do I fit in this, circle? So I try to see dulu lah, tagur ke indah ni orang.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've been told that you are a lot of fun to talk to.
I try to. I try to.
So you're married?
Yes, with one
and
kid.
You have one kid.
Yeah.
So I think aku sendiri kahwin je. My curiosity itu, how do you manage time between family and work and doing all this community stuff lah?
This is where you work together with the family kan. I think that the Brunei is blessed with a strong family values and strong family relationship. So what I do, I mean some tips for those who are out there is basically jangan lebih daripada 3 perkara sehari. So if I have like a YB work in the morning, family stuffs in the afternoon, and evening, kalau dulu I actually did my master's malam.
Wow.
So sama jom pada masa ni kan, so not more than 3 things. So like today, pagi tadi doing my YB work with melawat ladang-ladang kita ni, petang tadi resting with spending the time with my family, my wife. Then malam ni petang ni is just for you guys to fully commit myself.
Wow.
Not more than 3 things a day where possible.
We are one of the 3 things, Mateen. We are one of the 3. Mesti bersyukur.
No one is busy. It's all about priorities.
Dengar tak? Like you said tadi pagi ni ada ke ladang. This is YB punya duty lah.
Engagement.
Can you tell us more about that?
So many are out there bertanya kenapa kan kerja seorang YB ni. So besides approving laws, budget, national budget and whatnot, so a big part of our community work ni, or part of our work ni is engaging with community. So tadi tu we looking at ladang-ladang kita ni ataupun tanaman-tanaman kita ni, agribusiness kita ni, and what they are contributing to our local GDP ni. So alhamdulillah tadi kami ke daerah Temburong kan tu. So kita ni melihat dah bukan sahaja dari segi kan people always say that we have to diversify. But people don't see what we are diversifying already ani ba. Macam tadi kan if I can just share please. And something that I saw seorang belia berumur early 30s tapi sudah mengusahakan tanaman buah-buahan untuk menyara hidupnya dan juga keluarga-keluarganya kan. So tadi sana kita ni melihat kan usaha diversification ni bukan dari pihak kerajaan saja, tapi juga daripada kita ni sendiri. Kalau kita ni mampu cuma barang damit tadi usahakan. So, tapi kalau kita ni mampu dengan barang besar, contohnya you want to start a business, you want to start an NGO, by all means. But if you can only do a little thing, contohnya make sure saja longkang depan rumah kita ni clear supaya orang dapat lalui punya saliran itu dan tidak menyebabkan banjir or anything, that's good enough. At least inda memayahkan masyarakat sekiranya ada banjir dan sana lagi upaya terstaknya. Itu contohnya. Contoh road traffic saja. If everyone follow the speed limit,
I'm looking at you, Mateen.
Pasukan polis kita ni inda perlu buat roadblock untuk menangkap orang yang laju-lajuan ni. So their resources can be used better untuk membuat kerja lain untuk memastikan keamanan dalam negeri. Instead of kan menangkap orang berlaju-laju ataupun traffic laws ni. So imagine that we can save a lot of cost, resources, time, even the equipment. Technically speed cap camera tu lepas ni balik cukup. So semua orang mematuhi peraturan sekiranya, and I'm sure bis kita sendiri mematuhi peraturan jalan raya. Make sure you road safety is important for everyone. Wear your seat belt. Don't use your handphone.
Itu yang paling penting. So tell us about BYLC, Brunei Young Leaders Convention.
So Brunei Young Leaders Convention ini sebenarnya adalah usaha untuk at the time YB ni berfikir kami yang muda-muda YB muda-muda ni fikir macam mana engage our belia-belia untuk wawasanan ni. So balah kita buat talk. But again talks ni are everywhere. People are doing talks and it's quite passive kan. Macam everyone is being talked to like kena bagi ceramah. So why not something yang engaging? So that's where the idea untuk membuat Brunei Young Leaders Convention ini terjadi. So Brunei Young Leaders Convention adalah sebuah platform di mana kita ni membawa para pakar, para belia, basically what we call whole of nation approach itu untuk bukan saja membincangkan akan tetapi mencari idea, berkongsi pengalaman, berkongsi usaha. Contohnya Mateen sendiri alumni BYLC kan, macam mana in your own way untuk menyumbangkan mencapai wawasan Brunei 2035 itu. Okay? Walaupun sedamit ada yang bertanya, YB, I'm just a student, saya cuma seorang penuntut. Apa yang aku dapat untuk wawasan Brunei 2035? And all he or she needs to do is stay in school. That's good enough. Itu saja mampunya, itu saja yang perlu dibuatnya.
Being one of the youngest member of Brunei Legislative Council, I'm curious about the experience. Tell us about your experience.
So we go back sedikit lah. We go back masa mula-mula lantikan atau masa when you see everyone see dalam newspaper, ada RTB tu nama-nama ahli-ahli Majlis Mesyuarat Negara yang baru dilantik. So at that time I was on my honeymoon. Literally I was on my honeymoon. Okay, with my wife. Lihat wayang tu gergar telefon apa tu tahniah YB. Siapa YB? Tanya ni siapa YB? Rupanya dia sendiri. So setelah menyedari what happened, half of me was very happy. Pasalnya alhamdulillah mendengar suara belia akan berkumandang di Dewan Majlis. Okay, akhirnya suara belia akan kedengaran di sana. Another part of me, hijau biru muane, it falls on my shoulder. Okay, so how do you represent thousands of youth voices di sana tu kan? Adakah barat? Andang barat. Memang barat. How do you reach out to young people di Brunei ya? And then when your constituency is young people, young professionals, what are the ways? Hence the reason why we do BYL convention. Kadang-kadang YB, if you see the YB membuat chit-chat dengan belia-belia yang di luar sana. Even this one, this is technically I'm reaching out to bis kita. Mana tahu ada yang membagi pendapat, ada your comments later, taunya tadinya ada YB Iswandy-nya. Kan boleh sampaikan rahnya. I want to see him for whatever reason atau. So this is where kami reach out to kan. So adakah barat? Yes, tapi ada caranya. If you are already in the community, then it should be easier for you. If you already bergerak sebagai NGO atau business, carry on. But this time you're elevated to a sense, dulu reach out to a certain target group, but now you're reaching out to the whole country. Itu saja bezanya. Can you make everyone happy? Of course not. Everyone has their own opinions, everyone has their own thing, everyone has their own ideas. Sometimes idea ni lebih baik daripada idea ni. But this is where sebagai wakil masyarakat, okay, atau wakil rakyat ni orang ganian, you do your best lah. You do your best. What is the middle ground yang everyone can be happy? So example of a policy matter that I propose kan, pasal what do we call it on paternity leave cuti untuk ayah pada ibunya yang melahirkan kan. We have maternity leave. Alhamdulillah kerajaan Berhormat ada membagi. Tapi paternity leave still subjective. Each employer ada their own ways. So hopefully with membawakan paternity leave ni, our policy makers cuba membisaikan dan juga menyesuaikan. So hopefully with that we'll see some changes, positive changes.
Yeah. Do you ever think the person that you talk to is putting on an act?
Everyone wears a hat. Everyone wears a hat. Like now, you are Hadi of, a presenter. Mateen here is someone who's sort of co-presenting. Remove that hat, you might be a father to a 2-year-old kid. Remove that hat, you might be a job seeker or an entrepreneur doing your business. Remove my hat as of my YB hat, people who knows me, I'm an NGO volunteer. Remove that hat also, I'm a father to a 2-year-old son, a husband to a wife. So everyone wears a hat. So I don't think so they're acting, but they're playing their part. You're you not 24/7. You play a different part, sometimes a different time of the day tu kan. So that's how I see it lah. You might be a teacher in the morning, but you don't kacau dorang tengah malam as a teacher.
That would be creepy.
Yeah, you still give them chance for them to spend time with their family.
Yeah.
So I hope that answers the question.
What are some of the things that you're not allowed to do as a YB?
Jangan melanggar undang-undang dan peraturan negara Brunei Darussalam, which everyone should do. Pretty much that's it. So what I would recommend people to do is not just as a YB that what we cannot do, as a citizen, rakyat kebawah yang maha mulia Paduka Seri Baginda Sultan dan yang di-Pertuan Negara Brunei Darussalam kan, baca perlembagaan kita ni, fahami macam mana negara kita ni dijalani dan baca peraturan-peraturan undang-undang dan ikuti peraturan-peraturan undang-undang tadi. Basically, if you follow that, then I think you're a good citizen. Then you can be a good, whatever you call it, a YB, a young professional, a minister themselves, or even as someone who's a job seeker, a student. Follow those two things. Jangan, baca perlembagaan tadi, fahami. Kedua, patuhi peraturan dan undang-undang negara. I think anyone can do their job well.
Yeah, where can we get this perlembagaan? Where can we look it up? Is there a website?
www.agc.gov.bn. Semua perlembagaan undang-undang akta kita ni ada di sana.
Ada online.
So I'm sure kali YB ni semua orang kenal kali ya.
I hope not.
I hope yes or
I hope not.
Should be.
There's a reason why, because I value my own privacy. Yeah, I want to be in a restaurant makan whatever yang I makan, and no one people don't know me, and I pay, and everyone's like, oh, another citizen makan. So
tapi sebaliknya macam mana tu?
I don't know.
Sebaliknya, YB satu kali orang macam YB.
Sometimes.
Is it like YB or like YB? I think more like the second one kali ya.
A mix of both.
Ada juga yang
a mix of both. Close friends atau yang kenal ataupun yang dari jauh.
YB.
Dia juga kan dia berlambai kan, dia nampak kan.
Yeah, so do you miss not being known atau?
I guess one thing that when you're a when you're a public
figure,
servant, if I can use the word, like you're serving the society, the community ni kan, something that you have to lose is privacy, and that is something yang I try to have as much as possible. So when I do my work, when I do my engagement, I try not to have it di rumah. Because that's my, kalau Superman-nya fortress of solitude-nya. Fortress of solitude-nya. Kalau orang kan macam whatever lah, masalah belia ke, isu negara ke, ataupun idea-idea untuk pembangunan, let's go di luar. Let's appropriate lah di mana, di office ke ataupun engagement. Macam hari ni, tadi buat di pusat belia, pasal tadi reaching out to belia kan.
Yeah.
Because in nowadays, especially in the digital world kan, privacy is something yang very, very precious. Even now, I'm pretty sure your phone is ringing or vibrating mencari ni. Lu rasa? Kalau anda di silent
kan? Dah ada orang mencari.
Okay. Kadang cek kalau ada WhatsApp masuk ka. So I hope that I hope I especially for everyone, I hope privacy is something that we have to respect.
It comes with the job. Hilang privacy atau it depends on what you do, like.
True. So whenever I have the privacy to, like, contohnya bawa anak jalan-jalan kan, kalau orang kenal syok tu. So I can spend time with my anak.
Yeah.
But when people say, "Wabi, boleh bercerita sekejap," then I have to,
usually you're
interaksi.
Like that.
Then my anak mencari macam daddy tarik. So who do I layan at the time? Who is the priority at the time? So people might think, Wabi ni ambong gini melayan saya, but that's my personal
like you
time.
said, there's 3 things that you.
That's my personal time with the family. So I'm always caught, kadang-kadang I'm always caught in the middle.
Embarrassing public moment.
Hopefully not for them. Hopefully not for them. Pasal they also a priority kan. You know, sometimes that's the only time they have the opportunity to meet me. Yang maybe boleh berjumpanya sekejap sajanya. Then you have to dengarkan apa pendapat ataupun keluhan ataupun saranan habis tu orang.
No, I was asking you what's your embarrassing public
Oh,
moment.
my embarrassing public moment.
What was the answer? What did you think the question was today? I was like, normally I would biarkan saja tu. But
Fair.
Yeah, but
Tapi ni mau tahu.
yeah, like
I think kan there should be a period or a full
Explicit.
stop tu di sana tu. Baru kalau then you continue to the next sentence. Tadi tu macam ada koma bah. Itu macam mati jadinya. So my public embarrassing moment. Hopefully nothing on YouTube. Hopefully nothing on Instagram. I can't remember any, honestly.
so far nothing yet lah yang
Nothing that I would still remember. Unless people orang ingat kali ya. Unless people ingat kali.
I think we've taken so much of your time already, but I want to know apa harapan YB untuk Bilik Tani.
Honestly, I'm quite proud of our young people because 10 years ago, 2010 contoh, there are very few of pergerakan belia, persatuan belia ni.
Yeah, exactly.
Yang diketuai oleh belia sendiri.
Yeah.
But fast forward to 2020, we have young leaders like you all, you voicing out the voices of the youth, engaging with, Majlis Mesyuarat, Ahli Majlis Mesyuarat Negara dengan persatuan-persatuan belia. So if we continue this trend and everyone engaging with each other, so the keyword is communication. Communication up, communication down with masyarakat, dengan our policy makers, dengan masyarakat kita ni. I think Brunei can be a success story in terms of pergerakan-pergerakan masyarakat, civic engagement kita ni. So orang bertanya di mana kan menyampaikan keluhan, saranan, idea untuk pembangunan negara. I said, what limits you? If you want to write to Majlis Mesyuarat Negara with your ideas, silakan. If you want to meet a minister to voice out your concerns, kalau habis sudah other avenues, nak orang melarang. Asal tentu-tentu kan orang
Proper channel
lah. Kalau masa ni, kalau contoh orangnya OYB-nya ada longkang tersumbat, Talian Darussalam bersedia. What channels are open from WhatsApp to voices to meeting and whatnot. So I think if we continue this trend, I think it will be a success story in the region, even into the world of civic engagement.
Yeah, I want to echo out what you said today. You
Please.
said 10 years ago, there was not much movement from the youth side. I mean, that's really true. 10 years ago, belia Ketani itu
Limited.
Yeah, it's like fast forward to now, Alhamdulillah, Tani lihat banyak yang bangkit sudah dari even at like before dorang 18 sudah sana sini sudah. Yeah.
Dulu the concept was youth to be worked on. But now we are working with the youth. Right? So those are two different words though, work with and work on. So now, even Kementerian Kebudayaan Belia Silkan sendiri menggalakkan belia-belia itu bergerak. Sukarelawan belia, Majlis Belia Brunei, macam contohnya creative industry is top on the priority now for many ministries, right? Especially Kementerian Belia Sukan dan juga MPRT. So silakan with your effort.
Yeah, so guys, what are you like waiting for kan? Now is the time to
shine.
To shine, yeah. I think that is all. YB Iswandy, really an honor to have you. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you for having me.
It's been an honor. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jadi YB berapa lawan?
You can ask that question kan?
You have questions.
You can ask additional questions juga. That's why you are there. Tadi macam takut to. Sekarang kita tadi kenapa kau tanya? Kesian saya kau ni.
Tanya apa?
Yang pasal elawan lah.
Pasal YB Hadi mau tahu. YB yang berjanggut.
Tadi nak keluar jawab.
Ini mana boleh jawab, mesti ikut orang.
Apa perlu ikut orang?
Ya, tadi pakai different hat kan tadi.